How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I had to lower it. I had to lower it on my end, bro. I'm gonna be honest too. Damn, I got shit on my face. I was eating some shit. I kind of don't want to turn on my lights, bro, because I'm like, bro, I just got back from work and shit. So like, lower this from. How you guys doing though? Oh, by the way, got me this, bro. Y'all gotta see this, bro. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. This shit is hilarious. Just hold on. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Got myself. Damn, can y'all even see this? The light. Can y'all see this? So I got myself this thing called Liquid Death, bro. So this shit. Can y'all see this? I might have to turn on my lights, bro. Bro, I might have to turn on my lights. Like, damn. I really don't want to turn on my lights, but like, damn. I don't. Bro, I just got back from work, bro. I don't want to turn on my lights, man. Like, fuck. But hey, shout out to the two people that came in, man. Hey, I really respect y'all. Hey, I'm just chilling right now. Fuck, man. We gonna do a little, just a little chill stream, midnight little stream, for a little bit. Shout out to y'all though. But look, I'm gonna show y'all something though. So I went to the store and I got this thing called Liquid Death. Y'all had some of this before? It's called Liquid Death. What the fuck does this shit say? Death Billionaire Tea, Lemonade, agave, and vitamins. Look at this shit. So this shit look crazy. I've never tried Liquid Death before. This is probably my first time doing this shit, so I'm never tried this shit before. So dead ass like I'm about to try it out right now. And it's weird though. This is technically um what is this? It's tea, kind of. But it's like water or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's some weird shit, my nigga. Some weird shit. But I'm gonna try it out right now. It's gonna be tea and shit. Okay. Ooh, y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That did y'all hear that? Oh man. All right, here we go. I'm trying it. Hold on, let me take this out. Look. It's alright. It tastes alright. I don't know how to explain it. It just tastes like, it just tastes like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just tastes like, it just tastes like, it, I mean, it's like, it's tea, but it also got that lemonade in there, like, and it's like, but you don't taste the lemonade as much. The lemonade is like an aftertaste, right? It's not really like it's not there. The tea is the one that comes out more. That's about it. So, that shit is crazy. It does. It's like okay, it's okay. It's. I would give this like a maybe like a 6 out of 10, 7. I don't know. I have no idea. I never had it before. I'm gonna drink it though. This shit's fire though. But, yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, for the two people in the chat, come on, say something to me. Like y'all in the chat, like say something, say hi or some shit. Make it seem like I got bot, like make it seem like I got botted views in it. Like, come on, man. At least say hi. Say hello or some shit. Let me stop. Uh, all right. It's a midnight stream though. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do some reacts. Just some little reacts though. Yeah, that's really about it. Hold on, let me see something. Uh, how do I like the music in the background? I know you guys. I really didn't want to turn on my lights, man. Cause I'm like, bro, I just got home. I don't want to like turn on my lights. Keep it like how it is. As long as you guys can see me, about it. But I'm dark as hell, so I apologize if y'all can't see me. Watch, watch the witch cursing what you put into your body, bro. What? Yo, Bravo, what's going on? Yo, you know what liquid death is? Hold on. You know what liquid death is? Oh, oh, Bravo. You're here, right? You played Monster Hunter? Right? You said you played Monster Hunter. Bro, I gotta watch this with you then. This is a really good video. This is a good video. You said I do and will never touch it. Wait, what? What you mean? You would never touch Monster Hunter or liquid? You said watch the witch cursing what you put into your body? What do you mean? Did brother our people have heavy spiritual backing? What? Spiritual backing? What are you talking about? Did melanated people need more protection? From what? I am sorry. From what? I don't know where you are. What? Bravo, what? All right. Let's see what we let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't think you should put that in your body. I checked the what you call it. I made sure to check the ingredients and stuff. One thing about me is that like I always check what I have. There's this one what you call it. Oh, he said our ancestors can do so much. So you're one of those. Oh, so are you one of those people that are you one of those people that's like what you call it? Are you are you one of those people that that's into the whole what you call it? That's into the whole like spirituality thing? Hey, nothing against it, bro. If that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. What they call it again is like it's like a there's a like a aura. I forgot. There's a name for you guys. You say yes, and our ancestors wouldn't be happy. Our. I thought you were white this whole time. Okay. Kunhan Han. Gotta find a video that we gotta watch. He's saying, should we?
Hi there, my name's Rurikhan. A question to
Thank God he's not just part, but not all the way. We are browned. Oh shit. Okay. I didn't know that you were his what like brown as in like what you Hispanic or something? I just hope this shit doesn't have any caffeine. I hope to God that I'm hoping to God like please wait, check real quick. I don't think it has caffeine. If it do, I'm fucked. No, it does have caffeine. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Damn. It has 30 milligram. 30. Damn. Fuck. Damn, I knew it. I was like, I drunk it and I'm like, bro, why do I feel like energized all this? Why do I feel energized all of a sudden? And then I'm like, damn, I hope it doesn't have caffeine. Fuck. Damn it. Damn. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm gonna be up until like I don't even know, like 4 to 5, probably 5 in the morning or some shit with this. I'm not even gonna drink any more of this. I'm probably gonna pour this away, but damn, I fucked up. I mean, I got some tea. He said that's the negative spirits. Oh shit. Hey man, shit. Negative spirit got me, bro. Anyways though, um let's see what we got over here. It says should you return to Monster Hunter Wilds? I think that Monster Hunter Wilds, in my opinion, I've heard some crazy stuff that's going on with Monster Hunter Wilds. There are two DLC monsters that I have not beaten yet. I think okay, first I haven't beaten Lagiacrus, I haven't beaten Omega Fight, and then I haven't beaten what you call it. Is Gogmazos, whatever boss on. I left Monster Hunter Wilds only because the game was just too easy. Now I heard that like Omega, the one of the bosses in the game, is like really testing you on like how to actually play, but it's kind of like now it just kind of sucks because like Monster, how I got into the Monster Hunter series. Hold on, let me put this on like full. I'm on like on circle. How I got into the Monster Hunter series was Monster Hunter World. I remember for the first time was like me and my friends um went to our local GameStop, and it was kind of funny because it was my friend's actual birthday party. And he was just going to the GameStop to just like buy games and shit like that for his birthday. And um, you know, we were going through and looking through games and all that type of shit. And I found out that what you call it, the uh uh um I saw this game. It was Monster Hunter World. I think I have the hold on, let me show y'all something. This is the first game that I bought a physical release. Like I loved this game so much. I saw it and I was like, I have to buy this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I found it. Look at this. Xbox One Monster Hunter World. When I saw this game on my GameStop, something about the cover, I was like, I had to buy this game. I don't know what it was. I never played any Monster Hunter game, never played any of that shit. But something about that cover, I was like, I have to buy it. I don't care what it is. So I was begging my friend, I'm like, bro, I know it's your birthday. I know that like we supposed to buy you games, but please, bro, you gotta buy me this game, bro. Like you have to buy me. I'll work and I'll give you the money back. Um, he was like, yeah, bro, that's cool, whatever. He had hella money that time, so he was like, bro, let's just buy it. So I bought this game, and my guys, this game, sometimes like when I look at this game, bro, like this game really like, oh shit, like damn camera focus. Um, this game really got me through some tough times in my life. Like this game, when I was playing this game, I was going through high school, and I usually wasn't like how I am now. I was not like this when I was in high school. I was a really like shy kid. I didn't talk to anybody. I um I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't like I was the guy that went to school, played sports, worried about grades. I was that type of guy that like I really wasn't that type. I was just the type of guy that I didn't talk to people at all. Eventually at some point I broke through it, but like this game got me through some rough times, man. And it everything about this game, I put so many hours in this game. I don't even, because let me remind you, I put like, I don't know how many hours I put on the Xbox One game, but I love this game so much that when I got myself my first gaming laptop, bro, hold on. When I got myself my first gaming laptop, bro, I bought the game again on Steam. And I got how many hours on it on Steam? Show y'all this. Show y'all. This is my most played game. Like, show y'all. Can I show Steam? There we go. As you guys can see right here, 267 hours. Now I know those are rookie hours and shit. Those are rookie hours and shit. But you gotta understand, this I played this game when I was going through high school. So technically, I had to wake up like I was going through high school. So high school took most of my day. But I still, whenever I had time to play this game, I played the hell out of this game, bro. This is my most played game of all time, bro. Like honestly, this is the one right here. I bought stories, and I really need to play this game, and I also need to play Rise. Rise, look, I only got like 2.3 hours. I didn't even beat the tutorial yet. I started it for a little bit and I was like, nah, I'm a wait. I'm a see how Wilds is. Wilds only got 87 hours. That's it. And I think the reason why, and it's like the reason why, um, what you call it, this game is really, just like a big component to me, and I really love the Monster Hunter series. This game right here, I played so much hours in it. I did everything. Now, there are some bosses that I haven't beaten yet in Monster Hunter World. I haven't beaten the Safi Jiva. I haven't beaten Elatrion. I haven't beaten Fatalis. And I think there's one more that I'm missing. I think that's it. And then, so yes, I bought this game on Steam. And then not even that, let me remind you, when Iceborne came out, I bought Iceborne on the Xbox One as well. Like, but I bought a physical, like I bought the digital version. And then I also bought the DLC. I also bought the DLC for World, which was Iceborne. Bro, this game, I loved this game so much. So to see how like it's just crazy, and it's kind of crazy, and it's kind of like insane to see it. And it's kind of insane to see it because it's like it seems to me that like it just seems to me that like you guys made Monster Hunter World, but you play Monster Hunter World and you play Monster Hunter Wilds. These two games are vastly different in the sense of like you could tell like if you go to Monster Hunter Worlds right now, right? World right now, right? Um, you can you could feel the environments. You could feel the environment. The environment is literally alive in Monster Hunter World. technically like explore you. And that's the thing I loved about Monster Hunter World. You don't just like drop in and your scout flies is already tracking the monster, right? You have to literally quote unquote hunt. Like that's the whole point of the game. That's the whole point of this game. You are a hunter. You are supposed to do what hunter stuff that hunters actually do. Track the actual monster. You're not supposed to just drop in and then you just run towards the monster or whatever it is. You're supposed to prepare for the monster. You're supposed to read the which parts are the weakest, what type of weapons are good for the monster, um, what are the elements for it, this is that and the third. And they have that in Wilds, but it seems that Wilds, since they have that focus strike or focus mode or whatever it is, it doesn't even matter about positioning on it does not matter at all. When you Monster Hunter World, you had to position your attacks. And if you didn't do that, you get punished for that, you know. And so it's kind of crazy how like Wilds, they just and I get it. They were trying to get more people to play the game. I think it's because they were scared that if they did not add focus mode, more people, the normies won't like the game. They would say it's too hard and then dip. And I get that, but I think that simplifying your game and making it easier is not going to benefit on the long run because then you get a situation like this where people are now going back to the old games and finding enjoyment from the old game. So yeah. Um you said there are more later after you get that rank point and stuff. 200 hours is beginner and not seeing the beauty series. That's true. I think I think in Monster Hunter World I got like what was my hunter rank? I think it was like I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a long time, bro. I have, like I said, I unlocked Savijiva, Alatreon, and Fatalis, but I haven't beaten those monsters yet. So, but I'll do plan on getting back into that because it's crazy. There's a lot of I did the rack, and then I think I also beat um Agent Bracadios and Rajang and stuff. I think I did all of that. It was just those three bosses I haven't beaten yet. But damn. So to me, this is crazy. Now, Rise, I'm gonna be honest, man. Some people were telling me like Rise is like also on the same thing. It's like kind of like, and it's kind of crazy because Wilds is kind of like following the Rise, what you call it, the Rise formula. From what a lot of people tell me, is that the base game of Rise wasn't good until Sunbreak came in, and it's kind of funny because Wilds is also going through what's is going through that right now. Wilds base game is not good. It's not good at all. Let's just be real. But at least what we're gonna see probably is that the expansion or whatever it is, um um at least the expansion or whatever the fuck they're gonna have for Wilds is better. But this is what I'm saying. Like if they continue um this trend of like making the base game ass and then like, oh, you gonna have to wait for the expansion and you get a paid and that's the thing, a paid expansion. Now I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Now I'm not gonna lie. I think that Capcom, the Monster Hunter team, needs to give this expansion a free expansion. Reason why I say that is because, bro, if you didn't have a super high-end PC, you were not able to play this game. You're not able to play Wilds, like at all. Let's just be real. Like I was able to play World on my shitty ass gaming laptop, bro. But we know for sure that they're not gonna do it because at the end of the day, they need to make their money, and this and that and the third. It's kind of crazy, but I think that, in my opinion, if I was like, let's say the direct, I'll give them a free expansion only because of so many people weren't able to play the game because of the performance issues. Um, and so because of that, it had a bad reputation for the game, and this is my like kind of like apology, you know, for them for those people. I heard that they are trying to like update the game so that more and more people can do it. But I wish like the team could just outright just tell them straight up, like, bro, I'm sorry, but from now on, you need to have a good PC to play just games. That's it. Let's just be real. Like, honestly, like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm just being real. Like, you can't be using, I'm sorry, can't be using a shitty ass gaming laptop to play these games anymore. And I think that I feel like a lot of these companies just got to be real with people straight up. Like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, we're going up. Like, we just keep going up. And I know that shit is crazy. I know inflation is going crazy. This is that and a third, but like, we're not going to like pull back our potential just so that you guys could play the game. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, and I wish, honestly, I think if companies came out and just said it straight up, yes, people would get mad, but at least they would respect it. Because at least if they know for sure you're putting out a good product and they know that you're not like joking around with it and you're able to deliver an actual good product after that statement, then people will be like, okay, it's it sucks, but it's the truth. You said yes. You said what you like in the game is the main reason. Rise is the best game. Man, yes, I wish Rise wasn't as amazing as it was. Yeah, man. Like I heard that Rise like base game wasn't good at all, but the Sunbreak is when it like really went up. Like it was just like, okay, this shit is actually cold. He said people tell you without all the 100 plus free updates they gave you for the DLC. He said it's not. Most people who play and review the game don't get to the end. Yeah, I think most people that play the game don't get to the end. I just see from people that actually like, for example, Rurikhan, like the guy um that we're about to react to. He played throughout the whole thing. He even said it himself, like, yeah, Rise base game Rise wasn't really good. It was just Sunbreak was what really like brought that shit up, you know. So so now we're into Wilds, and it's kind of crazy. Like I said, I was so excited. Oh man, look it. Ooh, look at that. Xbox One, Monster Hunter World. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this until like I get so old, and then when I get my kids, I'm gonna be like, bro, they're gonna be like, Dad, what? They're gonna be like, Dad, what game is this? I'm like, son, this game right here made me who I am today. Oh shit. You say every week after the game, they gave us every week after the game released, they gave us new monsters and challenges. That's cool. You talking about World or Rise? Damn, damn you being the spokesperson for Rise. I might have to try Rise out. But yeah, man. But Wilds is just kind of disappointing. I'm really disappointed in Wilds because Wilds, I was really like excited for it. That was one of my most anticipated games in 2024. And it's crazy how like they just they didn't deliver, honestly. Um, how the heck are you going to allow, first of all, this is a Monster Hunter game. I'm sorry, but we didn't get any like roadblock. And what I mean by that is that in Monster Hunter World, this game, the Anjanath fight was literally your litmus test. I remember I kept carding on the Anjanath fight, and that actually prompted me to actually learn my main weapon, which was Switch Axe. Um, and because of that, I fell in love with the game even more so because it made me realize, like, yeah, like you have to really master your weapon, like that you main. Can't just be spamming attacks and shit. You have to actually learn the patterns of the monster and everything like that. Wilds didn't do that. Wilds, they gave us a focus mode, and you could just wild out, go crazy. You don't even need to think about shit. You just, as long as you just dodge the attacks of the monster, dodge the attacks. You're about to get hit, jump on your sacred and just run around. Um, it was just too much shit, like too much stuff, man. It was just too much stuff. I hope that like the next expansion for the Wilds, they take away the sacred. I think the sacred is what's like kind of like broken in a way. Um, because the fact that you could just hop on your sacred and just like literally run away from the fight, sharpen your shit, fucking, and then run back into the fight again was not cool at all. Like World, you couldn't do that in World. World, you really had to sharpen and then fight and hope to God. And then when your sharpen wasn't like when your sharpness was like green, you had to make sure that like when you're attacking the monster, you have to make sure that the monster gave you at least some opening for you to sharpen uh the weapon again for you to actually start attacking, get that maximum damage. Um, but yeah, man, it's just crazy. Like there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff like Wilds didn't do well on, and I'm kind of disappointed, man. I'm kind of disappointed. You say in Rise they have skills. You never lose sharpness if you don't get hit. Yeah, they have that. You know, of course they had that in Worlds too. World they had some jewels and some jewels that you could or charms, I should say. Yeah, jewels and charms that you could use on your build to like not lose sharpness and stuff, which is cool. But I still think, but the whole point is, even then, you still the thing about like World was that even there was a reason why they gave you those jewels and charms for you to not lose sharpness because when you lose your sharpness in mid fight, it was really bad in World, right? But you don't need to worry about that in Wilds. Wilds, if you lose your sharpness, you can literally hop on your sacred, literally run away from the fight, sharpen, and come right back in, or run around the monster. You could literally run around the monster and sharpen while you're running around the monster and then hop right back in. I think that's not good at all, in my opinion. I don't think so. So I think that like that undervalues like the the just the skill based thing. Now, I'm not trying to say it needs to be so hard and be so. Nah, I'm not trying to say that, but at least make it like make me actually learn, make me actually want to like be better in the game. No, don't just make me just turn my brain off. You know? So, yeah, man. There's so much stuff that's like Wild's kind of disappointing, man. Like the story was ass. Like I really thought the story was gonna be good, and it seemed like they were trying to. I seemed like they were trying to do something with the story for Wilds, but they just it fell flat. Monsters were like okay. My favorite monster in Wilds, like that lineup is only Ray Dow, and that's it. Even Arkville wasn't like intimidated, bro. Imagine, bro, this game this game right here had s- a banger, like they had a banger, like banger monsters in Wilds. They had, bro. Now I don't know. Most of these monsters were from older games. They came in. I don't know if that's true. Was Teostra? Teostra was from the old games, or was it Teostra came from World? I think Teostra just came from World, right, bro? Either way, they have so much banger monsters. um Balhazak, Teostra, Nas Nastra, fucking Kieran, bro, Nergigante, one of the coolest monsters. I think Nergigante is a new monster that came from Monster Hunter World. Bec- How the heck are you? And let me remind you, Nergigante won second place in the popularity poll for top monsters. How the hell do you not why did you not bring this monster back? Y'all just forgot about it seems to me like Capcom wants to literally forget about World. Like they just want to forget like World never existed at all. Like it's like what? Like Capcom, what's going on with y'all? And it seems to me like it's like they really want to forget about World. Like they really want to forget it. Like let's not think about World. Like World was just a long time ago. He said, "Yeah, Rise is the best game. Is the best game you should play." Cause WoW is really trash. Nah, it's to be made for all you casuals. And that's the thing. And that's the thing though. Like that's the thing. And that's fine if you want to honestly, when I sit there and think about it, World was also like for casuals as well. But like it forced the casuals to actually learn the game. And that's what I'm saying. You can make a game for casuals. I think that's honestly, I think that that's a good marketing thing. You should make games for casuals because at the end of the day, if you make games for sweats, the game is gonna die. The game is gonna just die easily. I mean, look at Sparking Zero. Look at all the fighting games. When fighting games, when they have a lot of sweats in the game, nobody wants to play it. Right? It is what it is, right? So it's okay to make games for casuals, but make the casuals actually want to learn how to play the game, and that's what World did. World, I was a casual at World until the Anjanath fight, and then the Anjanath fight forced me to actually learn the monster, actually learn the game, and that's cool. I think that that's a good thing that you should do as a you should make games for casuals, but force them to actually learn the game. But Wilds didn't do that. Wilds, they were just like, oh yeah, you could just come in and just go focus mode and go crazy. That's just about it. Um, the lack of monsters, the monsters don't, the monsters. One thing I will say though, the monsters in Wilds are unique. It really is cool. Like I really like Ray Dow. I thought Ray Dow was an Elder Dragon until I played the game and Ray Dow isn't an Elder Dragon. Why? He looks so cool. How the heck are you going to, first of all, how are you going to bring in Gore Magala? And I did some research on Gore Magala. Gore Magala in the the monster that we face on Wilds is a demi elder dragon, which is cool. And then like I think like he transforms and then he becomes an elder dragon. I was thinking like, okay, if you added Gore Magala, I'm thinking like, okay, y'all gonna start rolling in elder dragons. Y'all don't bring any elder dragons in a Monster Hunter game? Why? I so to me it seems like I'm starting to think I might have to start doing my little research. I think that the team for Monster Hunter World and Rise, they're not there in Wilds. They're not there anymore. Like they're not there. Like maybe some of the people that worked on World and Rise left, and the rest of the people are just like, okay, we gotta make the next Monster Hunter game because Wilds playing World and playing Wilds is vastly different, and it's like they forgot how to make a Monster Hunter. They forgot how to make a Monster Hunter game. It's just like they forgot. So we will see. Let's watch it, but let's. That's enough of my rant. Let's see what this guy Khan says about this shit. He said, "No, it's not Capcom. It's the publishers for the systems," and that's what I'm saying. Like, did the publishers change? Like, did they change, or are they still the same people that worked on Rise and World? Because if they are, then it's like something's going on. Now, if they change, then it's like, okay, that makes sense. But if they haven't changed at all, like what's going on? I think that I'm starting to think that maybe some people in the team that used to work for those things, they just disappeared. They're like, hey, we gotta go, you know. He said, now he said it's cause because all people who want to play games aren't really skill based. And that's I get that. Capcom is always interactive with combo setups. And that's what I'm saying. It's like what happened. I really think I'm starting to think that people, most of the people that used to work for World and Rise have left. You know? But let's just see what Rubicon is saying. Maybe who knows? He might convince me to watch this shit, play this game. And
That gets asked a lot in my live streams is whether or not it is worth it to return to Monster Hunter Wilds. Usually, the people asking this question will point out that they've played through the base game and then they got to the end game and they felt like the challenge wasn't really there, or
yes,
maybe the end game loop was not satisfying enough for them.
can
Sometimes
y'all hear? Hey,
performance
can you hear the audio? Like, give me a audio check. Y'all can hear the video. I feel like his shit is low, or is it too loud for you guys? Let me know, cause I don't wanna like I want y'all to y'all okay with it. Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit low. Yeah, but a little bit low. Oh, I try to
also gets pointed out,
hold on.
which naturally is one of the
Is
reasons
it good now? Is it good now?
why we're still in mixed reviews when it comes to Steam. At least one of the main
So
reasons
yep,
why
that's
the
good.
game
Thank you,
sits
Daddy.
on mixed reviews on
Thank you, Daddy
Steam,
Line.
and
Thank you so
that
much.
performance kind of prevented them
I
from
really
really
appreciate you.
enjoying the
I
game
really appreciate you
properly.
guys being
Well,
here, man.
I
For
figured
real,
that
like
today I'd just
really
go
good.
over a video and tell you everything that has been added onto
Daddy
the
Line,
game.
have you played
When it comes
Monster
to the
Hunter?
performance side of things, unfortunately, things are still in the classification of your mileage will vary depending on the hardware that you have available to you. So I recently made a video on performance. You guys
Okay.
might want to check that out if that is something that you are interested in knowing more about. The only hardware that I have available to me, unfortunately, is quite limited. So I tested it on my 7900 XTX, then I tested it on my
Oh shit.
B5.
And you see what I'm saying? Look at what I'm saying. This game, let's be real. Let's be real, right? Let's be real. This game looks really like this game looks very, very beautiful. Like honestly. But the sucky part about this game can't explore. Why? It doesn't even make any sense. The story mode, the story mode on World, they made you literally they gave you the freedom. The the story mode for World, when you were fighting Great Jagras, Anjanath, all that shit, they made you literally they gave you the freedom to explore the ancient forest. This game, they don't even when you're going into like when you're about to fight a monster, like I don't know, what was one of the you see what I'm saying? Bro, I don't even remember bro, I don't even remember the monster's name. The only names that I remember in this game is Ray Dow and Arkvale. Those are the two memorable fights in this game. Everything else, I don't even remember. I don't even remember their names. That's already bad. How, if you're gonna make a Monster Hunter game and people don't even remember, I don't even I'm a casual and I don't even remember most of y'all. You're already doing bad. If I can't even remember like what, like 80%, 90% of your monster lineup for your game, I can only remember two because these two monsters fights were memorable. It's crazy. So, but before I deviate, right? The Great Jaguars or the Anjanath fight, they gave you the freedom to literally like explore the ancient forest. They didn't they didn't force you to keep running. Sure, one thing I will say though, the hunter, what's her name? I said the hunter. The handler was kind of annoying because she will keep reminding you over and over again. You have to, you know, you have to do that. So sometimes I had to like literally mute. my a dialogue speech or whatever, the voice volume. I had to literally mute the volume because I didn't want to hear her all the time talking. But they gave you the freedom to 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 explore the ancient forest until and then if you wanted to fight the boss, you could literally fight the boss. And not even that, you could fight the boss and let's say if you're fighting the Great Jaguars and I don't know, fucking what's it called? The Anjanath come or 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 like I don't know, like the what was it called again? Is the what was the that what was that? Is what was the other one? What was the other like? It was the chameleon one, the one that looks like a chameleon. What's the one that like shoots poison out of her, like the monster that shoots poison out of the tail? What is it called again? Hold on. It's like Tutu Yaku or some shit. What the fuck? What is it called again? I for Chameleonos? No, not that one. I don't even know what. That's not the one. It's on World. It's a World monster. World Monster Hunter World. What was that? What was that? What was the monster's name again? It starts with a. It's not the bird one. It was the other one that. It was the chameleon one. The one that looks like a chameleon. I probably spelled that wrong, but I think it's in Worlds. No, this one. Hold on. Is it like you? Damn. Hold on. Monster Hunter World, and then I'm gonna search up what's the wiki page for it? Damn. It's not the chameleons or whatever. What is the wiki page for World? The fuck? Okay, here we go. What's it called? Okay, here we go. We got all Puke. There we go. There we go. Finally, here are all the monsters. These are all memorable fights, bro. I gotta see this real quick. Oh shit! What the fuck? Let me show y'all real quick. Why the fuck is this shit like? Why is my shit like this? What the fuck? Is it because I? Oh, it's because I put it. Hold on, I have an idea. Let me put this over here. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know why it's doing that. What the? Okay, here we go. So here are all the monsters in Monster Hunter World. Said Puke is a gecko. I said, yeah, but I said, but I said like a chameleon, bro. Hey, it does look like a chameleon though. Come on now. But like, bro, for real though, like you could be one thing about World was that you could be fighting the Great Jaguars, and then like I don't know, like a Puke could come out of nowhere just walking around and shit, and then they will have a turf fight or whatever it is, and you could hunt the Puke if you want to, if you want to. You didn't need to do it, but you could do it. Sure, the handler would say, "Hey, don't do it because you could get your health, you could get your ass hurt, but you could still do it." Wilds, they literally forced you to just focus on the monster that you're hunting. That's it. Why? That's why I'm starting to wonder, like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, really, what happened? I'm starting to think that the people that worked on World and Rise, they're not there anymore. Like they dipped. Like some of them just dipped. They were like maybe they were contractors or something like that. I don't know. So we're gonna see how it goes. But like as for right now, bro, like shit. He said that's why Bravo like you to play Rise is better. Like to see you. Of course. See. Let's see how it goes. But let's get right into the video, bro. It was just nah. Let's get right into the video though. Okay. And that's the thing about this game. That the world is beautiful, but it's not letting me explore it.
580, which is the rough equivalent to like a 4060. It's slightly
Now
better
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I should be watching this because I'm already getting spoiled already by just watching this, but like at this point, bro.
because it has more VRAM. But suffice it to say, there's been a lot of patches that have improved performance, but unfortunately, there's also been some dubious drivers that also clash with those patches. So there's
And this is another thing, and I know a lot of people are not gonna like what I say. A lot of people are not gonna like what I say, bro. I know a lot of people are not gonna like what I say. But I think companies just need to be out front and just be real with y'all and just say, look, man, I can't we can't make games for people that have a 1080, NVIDIA 1080 or a fucking 240 or whatever it is, whatever driver you got. We can't make we can't force you guys to we're not going to downscale our game just so that you guys can play. It's like trying to force it's like trying to force a PlayStation it's trying to like force a PlayStation 2 game to emulate a PlayStation 5 game. It's not going to work. And I understand it. I'm not trying to I'm just being real. Like I'm just being real. Like I'm just being fucking real. Like I'm just being honest. And I know a lot of people aren't going like that, but it's just being real. Like I'm sorry. Like you said a 590. I have like a what do I got? I got a 4080. I got a 4080 super. That's my driver. And it ran well. Like it ran flawlessly. Wilds. Frame gen and without frame gen and shit. Um but I think a lot of people need to stop like thinking that like oh yeah they need to make games for like 3080s or like I'm sorry just that's just how it is and they're not going to do that. I'm just being real. I'm being that guy. Like I'm going to love y'all enough to tell y'all the truth. They're going to eventually stop making games. They're not going to support people that have 3080s or 5090. I mean I said 5090s. For 3080s or 3070s and all that. Eventually at some point you're going to have to upgrade. You're going to have to do that. So I think that if they were real about it and they told y'all straight up like, "Hey man, we're going to keep going up. Like we can't like hold ourselves back so that you guys could play. Like we're just being real with you guys." And and I think that if they were to be real with them and said that shit, then yeah, man. He said, "I'd rather have Rise graphics over Rise over Wilds if it means I can't go anywhere without my own free will." Are you done with Fantasy Life? No, I'm not done with Fantasy Life. It's just that like I ain't playing it. Like I'll probably play it technically tomorrow or something. But anyways, let me stop yapping and actually let's just get right into the video because I'm yapping too much. uh,
give you guys an idea, the recent drivers from AMD have actually been problematic, not just in Monster Hunter Wilds, but also in another game that I tend to play, which is Path of Exile 2. And therefore, I'm still in the version 25.10.1, whereas the most up-to-date version
oh
of the
shit.
AMD drivers is actually 25.12.1. I've also heard recently, as recent as my last Monster Hunter Wilds,
Like I said, I don't know if I should be watching this because this is spoilers right here, but at this point, damn.
live stream that NVIDIA drivers have also been updated because I don't know if it's
Bro, not
DLS.
even gonna lie though, this monster does look cool though. I'm gonna be real with you. You said this fighter or this fight was great because you could fight him underwater. How would that work? How would that work though? Like fighting a monster underwater? How does underwater combat work?
S 4.5 or something, but I don't know. Something's been added to the NVIDIA drivers, and that has also been causing issues. So basically, updating our drivers is something that can also
You see what I'm saying?
clash
You see
with
what I'm saying? Look, you see what I'm saying?
the current
Look, you see what I'm saying? Bro, this guy, all he's doing is this guy, look at what he's doing. All he's doing,
0.5 or something, but I don't know. Something's been
look,
added to the
all he's doing is attacking the tail.
NVIDIA drivers, and that has also been causing issues. So
And
basically,
because he keeps attacking the tail, it's gonna create a wound. Watch
updating
this.
our drivers
Look at
is
that. It made a wound. Now all he has to do is just keep attacking that wound and then it's gonna do hella damage. In World, you couldn't do that. Wherever it was, couldn't do that in World. In World, you literally had to position your attacks to the part where it was weak at. Couldn't just keep attacking, you know what I'm saying? So for example, for example, Nergigante from what I remember the Nergigante fight, the head was the weakness. I think the head and the tail, I mean no, not the tail. The head and the legs, or I think the first two legs are um were the weak part and all that. Yeah, the arms. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. The arms. Arms and the head was like the weak spots. Yes, you could cut the tail, but it was like that's where the low damage was at. But no matter what, you always had to attack the head and the arms. That was where the weak spot at. You couldn't make wounds. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do shit. You literally had to only to to do damage to the monster, you have to position yourself to attack the head and the arms and shit. Yes, you could cut the tail. It didn't do as much damage, but you could cut the tail if you can. If it's breakable. The tail was breakable. Sure, it didn't do as much damage, but it was breakable. This right here, he don't this game, you don't need to care about all that shit. You could literally make a wound anywhere, and as long as you have this wound,
something that can also
and you focus strike, you're gonna be doing massive damage. So at this point, the hunting shit don't matter anymore. It's literally just like make a wound somewhere in the body and just keep attacking that wound, and it'll make dish out hella damage.
clash with the current performance situation with Monster Hunter Wilds,
I don't
which
like
really
that.
just sucks. But suffice it to say, if you can get through the performance issues, if you happen to be on PC, because I've been hearing that consoles have actually been
Look,
running
he gonna do
pretty
it
better,
again.
especially since the title update for update. But if you're able to run the game, let's talk about all of the things that were
See,
actual.
and not
If
even
you're
that.
performance
Hold on,
issues,
I know I'm yapping too much, bro,
if you
but
happen to
look,
be on PC, because
watch this,
I've
watch
been
this.
hearing that
Did y'all see that?
consoles have
Look,
actually been running pretty
okay,
better,
he got
especially
knocked
since
down. He got knocked down, right? He got knocked down right there. In World, if you got knocked down, you're cooked because the moment when you're knocked down like that, the monster registers that and he's about to attack you with a heavy ass attack. But look at what this game does when you're knocked down like this. Look,
the title update for update.
see that? Your sacred come pick you up. World, you couldn't do that. That's why World was so good because you really had to pay attention to the monster. Really had to learn the fight. You had to learn the monster that you're facing against. If you got knocked down like that, like for example, if you were facing Nergigante, if you got knocked down like that, he's gonna see you do a dragon dive on your ass and you're dead. Now it will force you to actually learn the fight. Actually force you to learn, okay, next time I won't do that. Next time I'll actually be patient.
But if you're able to run the game, let's talk about all of the things that were actually added from Title Update 1 onwards. So, one
Okay.
of the first things that we're going to have to bring up is Zoshia. So, you did fight Zoshia in low rank, but that was the only time that we ever got to fight Zoshia. With Title Update 1, they've introduced Zoshia as a permanent hunt that constantly spawns in the Wyverian ruins. And there's also a tempered version of that hunt, which is slightly more challenging. And it is also a very enjoyable fight. I would
Zoshia was probably one of the base game. I'm not talking about right now. I am not talking about right now. But Zoshia on the base game of Wilds was probably one of the most disappointing end bosses ever. I think Xeno'jiiva is like better than Zoshia. So at least Xeno Z- Xeno'jiiva on World was sure it was annoying. It took a long time to fight, but you could get killed and shit like that. Zoshia, I didn't even feel any like anything at all. Disappointing. It was such a disappointment, bro. Honestly, I was expecting more, but no, that was not good at all. In my opinion, that was so not good. Not good at all. Said Rise end game monsters have one shot moves that are devastating if you don't know. And I'm not even talking about the end game because world world because end game is end game. Of course, end game you're gonna have harder monsters. But I'm talking about like when you were playing in World or Rise. I don't know about Rise yet. I'll play it, see how it goes. But in World, right? I can only say things about World because that's how much I played the game. I played the game, the DLC, all that. Got end game and all that type of shit. World, at least when you're playing the game, Anjanath can one shot you if you don't pay attention. Nergigante can one shot you. The Elder Dragons can one shot you if you're not paying attention. And those are not even end game content yet. When you're facing against Anjanath or Nergigante, that's not even end game. That's just like, hey, like, what's going on? You know? Like you're getting there, but it's not end game. Wilds didn't have any of that. Wilds didn't have any of that at all. And I don't think and so like to me, I'm not complaining about the end game is bad. I'm complaining what I am complaining about is why didn't the story or like when you're going to end game wasn't challenging enough to force you to actually learn the game? Because World was like that. I don't know about Rise, but World was like that. It just doesn't make sense. To me, it still doesn't make sense. It seems like they just I don't know.
definitely recommend, if you already honed the game, at the very least, fighting Zoshia is
Hold on,
something that is
let me speed it
really,
up a
really
little
cool
bit.
to come back and do and experience that fight in its entire glory, as opposed to just, fighting the low rank version of Zoshia. Now, on top of that, during Title Update 1, we also got Mizutsune added, which has, for those of you that actually played
Oh,
Generations or Generations Ultimate, it also has a couple of touch ups of Soul Seer mixed
this was also one of the most disappointing. This was disappointing because I saw this monster like I didn't know. I thought this monster was from Rise, but apparently this was an older monster. Like just like I'm sorry, when I was everybody was hyping this up, I played this deal. I've played this update. It wasn't really that. It was like I even played, bro. I even played it on Arc Tempered, and I didn't even get killed. Like I didn't. It wasn't. I wasn't struggling at all. Like I was just blazing through.
up into when he gets enraged and stuff like that, which is really cool. Mizutsune fight pretty fun, but Mizutsune is still one of those monsters that like you clap him in the head enough times, he just kind of falls over. It's like, help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yes,
But it
bro.
is a pretty interesting fight, especially if you're still progressing
Ray
with
Dow
your
was
gear and you have
such
like
a.
Giga.
It's so crazy how Ray Dow wasn't. I thought this monster was going to be an Elder Dragon. I thought this. I honestly thought this was the big bad. I thought that's what makes The design, the design of it, the fight, everything about this monster right here was so good. I thought this was the big bad. I thought this was the flagship monster. It's not. Arkville, I'm sorry, Arkville wasn't really that like was all right, but it wasn't cool. Ray Dow should have been the flagship monster, in my opinion, for Wilds. In my opinion. But
Get it out by now. If you're still progressing with your gear, Mizutsune can still be fairly challenging. Now, a little bit further ahead with Title Update 1, we actually had what was, in my opinion, one of the biggest corrections when it comes to the difficulty situation of Monster Hunter Wilds. I was one of the people that talked about how I didn't feel like the game was challenging enough. I know that there's been a lot of pushback from some people in the community about that. I still stick to my guns. It is what it is. I still like the game. I enjoy the game, but
right.
in its release state, I
It
did
was
feel like the
it was
challenge just
easy.
wasn't really there.
Blazing through
But
that
with
motherfucker.
Title Update 1, what I'm calling Title Update 1.5, which was the second update to Title Update 1, they've added the Akuma collaboration and all of this other stuff. I'm not going to be talking about specific events. I'm mostly going to be talking about permanent editions of monsters, right? But one of the things that they've done with that specific patch is they've also added 8-star monsters. Now,
Okay.
those were only added, I think, to
I think I played
Apexes.
that too. 8-star
So, like, you know, your
monsters.
Ray Dow, your
Did you play this Bravo? Did you play this? Or nah, this wasn't like you never played this. I don't think you played. I don't think you said. I don't think you played WoWs, right? You said that you only played Rise and that's it. Have you even played World? I think you should play World. If honestly, if you never played World, you need to play World, bro. World is good.
Uthduna, Jendahad.
World, I honestly believe World was so good that they took all of the stuff that they learned from World and put it into Rise, bro. Honestly.
And what's the? I'm always missing one. New Udra. Those were the ones that got 8-star versions. Now 8-star also scales in difficulty from like 3 to 5 usually, because I very rarely see 2-star monsters. But you know, basically 8-star 5 strength monsters, in my opinion, was like they fixed the difficulty
They
issues
got
they
an
had with this
Akuma.
game. Because these are the monsters that I want to hunt. This is the level of challenge that I want, and this
Bro,
is
look at
really,
him.
really good. But they didn't just do that. See, then with Title Update 2, we had another 2 new monsters added. Well, returning monsters in the form of
Right?
Lagiacrus and Seregios, also known as Steve. So Lagiacrus has been a phenomenal fight, particularly if, you know, you're someone who's played 3 Ultimate, or if, like me, you're somebody who started with Monster Hunter Tri. Just getting to hunt Lagiacrus again just felt really, really good. There's a water segment that is a little bit divisive in the community. Some
Uh-oh.
people like it, some people don't like it. I
This
think
is
the water
spoilers
segment
right
is
here,
fine.
but
I don't really
I'm
have an
still
issue with
watching
it.
it.
I really, really enjoy the Lagiacrus fight. I've recently done like a tier list of all the monsters. Lagiacrus is an
So
S
this
tier
guy,
because I just
okay, so
really,
this
really
monster, okay, I ain't gonna lie, this monster does look cool though. This monster does look cool as hell. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give it flowers. I'm gonna give it flowers. This looks cool. This monster does look really cool. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Now, this is an old monster, so it's crazy. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all bring these monsters in, and y'all can't even bring uh y'all can't even bring what you call it, Elder Dragons in this game.
enjoy that fight. Super fun,
Crazy.
especially if you're fighting him in like 8-5, or as another more enhanced version that we'll talk about a little bit further ahead. Seregio's fight is also a lot of fun. It's going to be a little bit more challenging if your weapon does not have a shield. A lot of people have struggled with Seregios, but personally, I thought it was really, really cool. So 3 returning monsters added in the form of Mizutsune, Lagiacrus,
Okay.
and Seregios, and
Right.
also Zoshia added as a permanent monster that spawns in the Wyverian Ruins, also with a tempered version. Now, if you're looking for even harder challenges, since the release of the game, they've also added 4 arc-tempered variants of
Okay.
existing monsters.
What is that?
Naturally, these are going to be your Apex Predators in the
Right?
form of Ray Dow, Uthduna, New Udrij, and the Hut. Also, I should mention that for 8 stars, there were a couple more monsters that also got the 8-star treatment in the form of Gormagala and Arkveld.
Right?
Forget if there's more. There's also been event quests of monsters that got like the 9-star treatment, which we'll talk about a little bit further
9
ahead. But for
stars,
now,
by the
just
way.
be aware, there's
9
also
stars.
arc-tempered versions of the 4 Apexes, and there's another arc-tempered coming in February in the form of Arkveld. So Rey Dao gets Arc Tempered, Uthduna gets Arc Tempered, New Udra gets Arc Tempered, and Jin Dahad gets Arc Tempered. Now, out of those fights, there's also been a challenge mode that has been added to each of the fights, but those are like timed. So right now we're going through the Arc Tempered Jin Dahad, and you have to defeat him within 18 minutes, which is actually
What?
fairly easy. The very first one was actually Arc Tempered Rey Dao.
Has
That one
it
was like
has that ever been a thing in the Monster Hunter games? I don't even remember that on World though. I don't think World they had that time thing. I think that's a new thing. I could be wrong. Did they have that in Rise? That you had to beat a monster, you had to beat a monster in a certain time. Well, I mean, now that I think about it, no, I remember. No, World had that because I remember when I was fighting Nergigante or something. Uh, there were times where like I will fight Nergigante and then the disclaimer will come up, oh, you got 5 minutes left remaining or something like that. So I remember that. Maybe that's what he means.
15 minutes, but you can't really do those timed events anymore, but you can still fight Arc Tempered Rey Dao. Each of these monsters also brings with it a gamma version of their armor, which is much more beefed up than the regular versions that you collect during the base game.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, that's like kind of the
Okay,
meta
that's
armor
cool.
right now. You want to use at least 3 pieces of armor from these monsters because they all share the same group bonus called, is it group bonus or set bonus? Group
Notice how
bonus.
he's
They all
using.
share the same group bonus, which is called Lord Soul, which is very, very powerful. But yeah, so there's 4 Arc-Tempered monsters to fight, and in February there's going to be a 5th one that has already been confirmed. Now, on top of that, they've also added a new difficulty mode, which I've kind of already alluded to, which is the 9-star monsters. Now, 9-star monsters is something that I really didn't expect. When we
Okay.
got the 8-star monsters, I was like, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted. This feels fantastic. This is perfect for a base game. And then they're like, we're going to make it even harder. And they did 9 stars. Now, 9
Ooh,
star monsters,
nine
you're talking about, once
stars.
again,
Okay.
all of the apexes.
You
So your
got me
Rey Dao,
hearing shit.
Uthduna, New Udra, Jindahad. On top of it, Gore Magala as well. And
For this game, I only played 8-star Gormagala, and that was hard. I'm gonna be real with you. That was hard. Like that was actually pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie. Gormagala honestly is like is one of my favorite fights in the game. Gormagala Raydao. Arkvale was like, it's all right, but Gormagala I really liked it. Maybe it's because I kept like fighting that monster only because like the artists and stuff, and so like it got to a point where I could like um memorize the moves and all that shit. Yeah,
um, Arkveld. All those get the 9-star treatment, which those fights are really challenging. Like you're talking,
really.
some of these fights almost
Okay.
feel like they're master rank level already, even though we're only in a high rank so far.
It would be
So,
crazy as hell if I like download this game. I download Rise. I mean, not Rise. Well, yes, download Rise or Wilds and like just like fucking and like just like go crazy on both.
so
That'd be
the
hilarious as
challenge
fuck.
has been fixed, so to speak, but only in the post game. So the base game difficulty is still the way that it was,
Say
but
Rise, you are
now
in
we
a
have
arena and you
these
have to fight Gormagala and
9-star
Shuma
monsters with 5
Gormagala at the
strength that
same
are
time.
actually
Dead
super
ass.
challenging, super hard to beat, that I personally really enjoy. But that wasn't enough. They decided to up the ante one more time. So we also had a collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV, and the monster that we got from Final Fantasy XIV is Omega. Omega
Okay.
is a robot, so not everybody likes the fact that there's like this robotic creature coming in and you're hunting.
I don't really care. I think that that's cool as hell. Like it doesn't matter to me. I think that like it's it's a monster at the end of the day. Like honestly, this is cool as hell that they brought in Omega. Like I don't know what they were trying to expect. Like I mean, like last time Behemoth was in Monster Hunter World. So yeah, so that was cool. Um I oh yeah, I have even well, I did fight that. Like I did beat that, but what you call it? But Behemoth I fought that. So it's cool that they brought in a robot. Like that shit is cool.
A robotic creature. Personally, I really enjoy that fight. That is one of my favorite fights. Also ranked that S tier. It is also currently,
Yo,
I
that
believe,
that armor set is crazy. That's the Dark Knight armor set. Y'all see that? Look at that.
plea
Shit.
I believe that most people in the community would agree with me. It is also currently the hardest fight in the game.
The
It is a
hardest
fight
fight.
that is somewhat designed for a group, but it can be tackled with support hunters. So basically, you don't really need other human players to clear this fight, but it is going to be very challenging to do solo. I've done it solo. It took me like half an hour to beat the boss
Half an
in
hour.
solo,
You hear that?
but your mileage will vary with that.
Yo, Bravo. Me and you should just play this shit right here. I have to get back into Wilds, bro. Have you even bought the game? I don't even think you have bought the game yet, haven't you? You telling me to try Rise and he haven't even played the game. You what?
But better players than me have done it significantly faster. So
This guy.
it is just one of those things where it is soloable, but I find it to be easier and also more fun to have other players in there because then you can all kind of like make fun of each other as you make mistakes and stuff like that. But it is a
That's
very
crazy.
challenging, a very demanding fight to the point where like even if I was to take three other players that know everything there is to know about the fight, there is still a chance for failure, especially when we reach the
You
very
say I won't
last
play
phase of that
Rise.
fight because
Are
it
you
is very challenging. So I really like Savage Omega, but that one really is, I would say that's a master rank level challenge. A lot of people will say it's harder than Fatalis. I don't know if you can directly compare because there's so many
Nah, that you
mechanical.
can't. If you say you won't play a Wilds, then like honestly, in my opinion, like you can't really say anything about the game if you haven't tried it. You know? It's like it's like what they always say, you can't knock it until you try it. Now I do a like if there was a demo or some shit, you play it, but I'm just the type me, I'm even um I'm the type of person. Sure, people may say like, "Oh, the game is bad." I'm gonna still try the game for myself and see how it is. Like Rise, I'm gonna try it because some people, like I said, people have said to me that Rise base game was ass. Base game for Wild for Rise is so ass. But when you get to Sunbreak, that's when shit is like really good. But I'm gonna still try it out though. I'm gonna still try Rise, everything,
Differences and stuff like that.
just so I
But
could get my own opinion on the game.
it is what it is. Savage Omega, absolutely fantastic. For all those of you that thought there isn't really anything that's challenging enough for me in Monster Hunter Wilds, Savage Omega will put that statement to the test
Okay.
straight up. There's also
Okay.
a normal version of Omega, which is significantly easier, but Savage Omega also comes with its own exclusive armor that I don't know if for some sets that's meta nowadays or not, but it's a pretty good armor set and it's got some pretty good pieces. It also
Okay.
comes with the Dark Knight armor set
That's cool.
that you can get for doing regular Omega, I think, which gives you like some special stuff. If you're a fan of like Final Fantasy XIV Dark Knights, you get to kind of like become kind of like a Dark Knight. There's also an added item that lets you like cast spells from Final Fantasy XIV, but it's
That's
mostly
cool.
for use with Omega. But you can still use it in other monsters, kind of like the Igni sign that you had in
Bro, I
Monster
know
Hunter
I
World.
shouldn't be
Not very
I know I
effective
shouldn't watch this because I'm getting spoiled, but it's okay.
against the monsters, but against the monster that it's designed for,
Holy shit,
it's
look
pretty
at the
good.
moveset for this shit.
Now, on top of it, as you can imagine, there's also lots of new events, lots of quality of life stuff. It would take me like hours to go through everything
What
that's
the
been added.
fuck? Look at that. Look
Pretty
at
much
that.
all
Look
of the
at look
weapons
at
have
that.
also
Look at
been
that.
buffed across the
Y'all
board
see
to
this
be a
right
little
now?
bit more fluid.
What the
And then,
fuck
when it
is
comes to new
this?
end game systems, I'm going to point out
Oh,
three.
I can see why a lot of people said this monster was hard. Bro, he got hella AoE attacks. Look at that shit. Look at this. It got
And then,
lasers.
when it
It got like
comes to
bombs.
new end game
Look at
systems,
that.
I'm going to point out
Holy
three main
shit.
things that have been added.
And the thing is, I think the reason why a lot of people said this was the hardest boss. Bro, look at it just keeps dishing out attacks.
So there's a talisman grind. There's
Look at
random
that.
talismans in the game now, and
Look at that.
usually you get
Holy
these by
shit.
doing 9-star
It just
hunts.
doesn't
The
stop.
harder the hunts, the more talismans you're going to get, and those talismans can be very, very powerful. You're talking about, for instance, I have a talisman that has level 3 attack, so attack 3 and burst 1, and you can get that talisman and also get an
What the
additional
fuck?
weapon
Look at that
slot to put
shit.
in another weapon skill, which means
I don't even know
these
how I don't know how I could even approach this monster with a switch axe. I think I might have to use like I think I might have to use a what you call it? I have to use light bow guy.
talismans are very, very powerful, but it's also very much RNG. It is what it is. Then there is the Transcendence system, which in my opinion is one of the best systems that they've added to the game.
Interesting.
Transcendence allows you to upgrade armors beyond a certain point. And what happens is once you transcend an armor, if it's an armor of rarity 5 or 6,
What
then
the
that
fuck?
armor
Look at that.
also
It's
gets
skating.
additional slots, which is really, really good
What
because
the
basically you
fuck?
can
And they got minions? Got a fight? Oh no, that's just crazy. I can see why people are saying. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting hella spoiled. Fight right here, and it spawns little ass minions. You gotta fight too,
bring up armors that are old and maybe they're not very viable. You can
brother. What?
bring those up to the end game level because they get better
Nah, that's
armor
crazy.
slots whenever you upgrade them fully, which is cool. For armors of 7 and 8 rarity, those just get additional defense. You know, it is what it is. But
What the fuck?
basically, it really increases the viability
Oh
of
Lord.
weaker armors
Said
to be used
he said I don't like that one. He said I played every Monster Hunter. He said I already fought monsters like that. It's basically a version of a monster in Rise. Oh yeah. Some new monster that wasn't in any other. Okay.
in the end game. So, in my opinion, Transcendence is one of the coolest systems they've added into the game. And then there's the Gogma Ardian weapons, which were introduced with another monster, which is Gogmazios. Now, Gogmazios is not as hard as Savage Omega. It is challenging. It is fun. It is one of those big,
What the
epic
fuck?
cinematic
The
fights
monster,
that you
the monster looks crazy. Okay, this monster looks crazy. One thing I will say, like, it really, it really
get.
doing a good job. Look at that
Super
shit.
fun. Absolute
Holy
blast.
shit.
Love fighting Gogmazios. But the Gogma Ardian system is another ending game system, and I'm not a big fan of it. But basically, if you've played with the Ardian
What
weapon
the
system where
fuck?
you were
Look
rolling
at that.
weapons,
Look at that.
it's just a progression of that. Now, when you upgrade the
Holy
Gogmardian,
shit.
your weapon gets 2 set bonuses, or a set bonus in a group
My nigga, is this oil? Is he covered in oil? This monster just covered in oil or
bonus. And you can keep
Look,
re-rolling those.
it's
It's always going
oil.
to be RNG. You can't really like, oh, I got one that I want. I'm going to lock that in and roll the other one. Can't do that. It just re-rolls constantly. But you can choose to keep the one that you have or to get the new one. So, you know, you can basically re-roll your weapon until your heart's content, until you get like a specific
What the?
set of group set bonus and regular set bonus. But naturally, because of RNG, the chance of getting exactly the combination that you want is going to be very challenging. On top of that, you used to get the Ardian weapons with like attack, affinity, all of these things.
Okay.
And, you know, they were all, let's say they were all level 1.
Bro,
Now
this
you can vary
Gogmazio's
between
got look
level
crazy.
2,
Look at that.
3, and EX. So basically, you can also re-roll Ardians.
Wow, look at that.
The existing stats on an Ardian weapon. You can constantly re-roll that to get better and stronger. But again, it is very RNG, so it's going to be one hell of a grind, and it
What
involves
the
using Gogmazios materials, but you can also meld materials to get Aura Calcite.
That
And by
monster
the way,
looks
the Aura
crazy.
Calcite
I ain't gonna
conversion
lie,
has been
I'm actually
significantly
like,
increased,
if
so you
I
can get
download,
a lot more Aura.
that's the only monster that's actually making me want to download this game just to try out. That Omega and that, like dead ass. That Gogmazio thing looks crazy. You said it looks like a remade Elatrion King Lament Dragon. Yeah, Elatrion.
Calcite than you were able to get by just melting regular monster materials. So that's
It
good.
kinda,
And yeah, those are like the 3 big
Kinda.
endgame systems that you're interacting
Looks
with.
crazy,
Talisman
though.
Grind, Gogmardian weapons, and Transcendence for armors, which is really cool. It's even though I'm not a big fan of like all of the RNG and stuff, I still find myself hunting a bunch of monsters to try and squeeze out a little bit
Bro,
more
look
damage
at
out of
that.
my weapons.
That's
but
Arcvale.
personally,
Look
I
at
would
that.
prefer that they've added more upgrades to the actual weapon tree because at this point in time, Gogmardian weapons completely make the weapon tree obsolete.
Wow.
Until Master Rank comes around, Gogmardian weapons are just the best for everything. I think that I'm 90% sure that this is the case for every single weapon just because of the nature of how the upgrading of Gogmardian weapons works. But,
That's crazy,
you know,
ain't
whether
it?
or not is it worth it to return to Monster Hunter Wilds, personally, I still have a lot of fun with Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm going to continue playing through it, at least until Stories 3 comes around. Then I'm going to be playing the crap out of Stories 3. Then I'm going to be returning to Wilds for the eventual expansion, or if they decide to add a little bit more content to it. But Wild's still tremendously fun. And if you have not played the game since base game, because of like lack of challenge or you wanted a more meaningful end game, I think that a lot of those things have been addressed. I think the
Okay.
game is in a really good state. I would actually say it's one of the better base games of Monster Hunter. But you know, your mileage may vary depending on like whether or not your system can run it properly because of the performance situation and the driver situation. But hopefully this video helps you make a decision as to whether or not you want
And
to.
I don't know about better. I don't know about better base game because I think that that still goes to Wilds. But I mean, I said Wilds. That still goes to World, my opinion. And
Jump back into Wilds. I think it's in a really good state, but you guys let me know in the comment section below how do you feel about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.
all right, man. Yo, it was crazy, yo. Man, what did they do to my game, man? What did they do to Monster Hunter, bro? Gonna be all right though. We gonna be all right. They said Rise. I said you said Rise is good. Monster Hunter Rise, guys. I played so let me see what's going on. All right. So anyways, y'all, honestly, that's like that's it, man. Like Rise is like honestly like I mean not Wild, Rise. Wilds is like in a crazy state right now. But we gonna be all right. I think that we are gonna be all right. Like gonna get tough, but yeah, I think it's crazy. I think it's just crazy, man. I think it's just crazy. Honestly, like, but we gonna be all right though. Gonna be all right. Yeah, man. Monster Hunter, bro. This game always be something about this game. This is the only game that I bought physical. Only game that I have right now. Eh, well, except for my PlayStation 2 games, except for my PlayStation 2. Only modern game in the modern times that I got a physical for this game. This game, man, this game got me through some rough times when I was young. Man, y'all don't know, man. I don't know. He said, I don't like how this game is all about the monsters and not the weapons and the gear you craft. Yeah, like I don't know. I think, yeah, like Wilds, man. I don't know, man. Like Wilds, like I don't even think that even the gear matters, man. Like it's like you heard him what he said. Like, bro, all you have to do is just fight that Gagmazio's guy, and that weapon or whatever it is literally the best, and that's it. You don't gotta. That's the best. Those are the best weapon tiers in the game. Everything else, like the weapon tree, don't matter any once you beat that. See what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy, ain't it? Oh man. Oh man. It's crazy. He said, I do know if you only have less than 200 hours, I have 15 hours and 1,000. How many hours do you have on World? Have you even played World? You said 1,500 to 2,000 hours in Rush? Yeah, on my PS3. World came on PS3? Really? I thought it was on PS4. Are you sure about that? Let me check. Was Monster Hunter? I don't think. What? Really? I don't know, man. Might be. Let me see. Nah, I see it. No, I was like, bro, you, Nah. bro, bro. I don't know, man. Damn, I don't know, bro. Now you saying that, like, I don't know, man. Now I'm looking at you sideways, bro. Are you lying? Nah, it said right here. It said no. Monster Hunter World was not released in PlayStation 3. It was PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. He said, bro, you literally played one game. Bro, you played only one game too, according to you. You didn't even, bro. You didn't even know it was. You said it was PlayStation 3, and then and then and it's like, bro, what? Oh man, I don't know. This man said PlayStation 3 with a confidence. Oh Lord. Hey, of course I played one game because this game was my introduction to this series. That's why I praise it so much because they did a fantastic job with this game. Fantastic job. So yes, you're right. I played only one game, and I'm proud that I played one game of this. This was the game that really brought me into the Monster Hunter series. Now I'm gonna try Rise and all that. I'm gonna try Rise and what you call it, the others. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying you should also try Monster Hunter. They say Monster Hunter Try or something, or Monster Hunter Generations or some shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to emulate and do all that shit. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm good. I'm not trying to do all that type of shit. I'm good. And Capcom wants to release those games in like Steam or whatever, I'll do that. But I'm not trying to go through the whole emulation, all that, download all that. Just nah, I'm good. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. They did a fantastic job with World, man. Honestly. This shit makes me want to just download World and just play it. Honestly. My man said PlayStation 3. Oh Lord. Hey, hey, you my guy though. You're my guy though. That's my guy though. That's my guy Bravo. My man said PlayStation 3 with passion too, with confidence. Oh Lord. Anyways, y'all. Damn. Let's look at the DLC for what you call it for Fantasy Life real quick. Let me watch a video on that one. So what's in this game? What's in the DLC? I'ma just watch like I'll watch this everything you need to know.
Holy guacamole.
Okay, here we go. My man said PlayStation 3. Oh God, I'm like, my nigga, what? PlayStation PlayStation 3 for Monster Hunter World? What kind of game you got? They scammed your ass. You sure that wasn't you sure? Let me stop.
We finally know what the first
Oh
DLC
God.
for Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Stole My Time, is going to be all about. We have all the details. We don't only know that, oh, it's going to be a roguelike. No, we know a lot now. And we also
Okay,
have
let's
a
see what it
release
got.
window, which I can't wait to share with you. If you want to know if the DLC is going to be worth your time, make sure to squish the like and subscribe buttons. I've covered a lot, and I mean a lot, of content for Fantasy Life, and we're going to do the same with the DLC. I'll make sure to stream it for you and also review it as well. So in today's trailer, which came out of nowhere because Because let's be honest, a lot of us were thinking we're not going to be getting this long teased DLC in 2025 because we're
Okay.
only 11 days away from the new year. But Level 5 came with an early Christmas present and they gave us a deeper look into what this new free DLC is going to be all about.
So it's a
it's called the
roguelike.
Sinister Broker Bazario's Scheme. This is going to take me a while to not only learn how to pronounce properly, but also to memorize it anyways, but also, what is this, like the Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, what was it again? The Sinister Broker Bazario's, that's a lot. Anyways,
It
this
said
DLC is going to
Brazaro,
bring us an
I
open world
guess.
roguelike twist to the game where every time we sleep, we're going to enter this dream world that's called Snoozeland that is created by Bazario himself. So if you
Okay.
don't know what a roguelike means, basically this is a subgenre of RPGs where most of the time it's going to be a dungeon crawler with procedurally generated
Now,
levels
how
and
many bosses are there? Different bosses for every they're gonna be different bosses for every time you like set or whatever it is, or is it gonna be the same boss all?
every time your character dies, you're gonna have to start all over again from scratch. So in Fantasy Life's case for this DLC, whenever we enter this new dream world, we're not gonna have any of our gear, accessories, weapons, or anything that we spent hundreds of hours creating in our playtime with Fantasy Life, but it's all gonna come with a reward. So in the
Okay.
trailer, it looks like there's this purple strange tent that's gonna pop up and we're basically invited to Snoozeland. So off we go, floating on this bed with Trip, and we can see here, please excuse if I get any of the translations wrong. I did my best to just use Google Translate, so hopefully Google is not, messing with me. But Bazario is saying this is the Gooks continent. It's in someone's nightmare somewhere. So you're
Okay.
literally coming in with a clean slate. Here we can see our character back in the very same original explorer outfit, and it says that right now you're not getting any life right now, which kind of sounds about right. I mean, I feel like the grammar is just, it didn't work, but the game did steal my life, so there goes that. And we can see our
There's a
character
snow.
approaching
I'm
this purple
telling you,
chest where
this game is the Soul Snatcher. Talking about what you, Bravo, you talking about witches and stuff, stealing your, bringing you negative energy and stealing your energy. This game literally steals your energy.
we have different items to pick from. So we've
This
got a
game literally
sword, a
steals your
broadsword, a
soul.
staff, axe, and pickaxe. And the trailer explains that leveling up is going to be very fast. So already by defeating these enemies over here, we rank up to level 2, and we also get companions who can join us as well. You
Some
can see
Elden
that
Ring
there's a
shit.
chest that the character is going to go to, and in it we've got a stamina potion, we've got a companion who is Holland, as well as an axe. And the game seems to be recommending for us to get that axe. Now I'm a bit conflicted here because I don't really get what they meant. They say we need to use the right tools and weapons, but
I don't. Do you think? Do you guys think it's a good idea for? I don't know. I think is that good? Do you guys like it if a game like recommends you to take this like item or whatever it is? I think that's not good though, because then it doesn't really force you to actually like pay attention to what you're like getting. Like you don't really pay attention to the stats and stuff. It's just like the game literally just tells you, okay, bro, like take this weapon. You know, it's kind of like Elden. It's kind of like Elden Ring, Night Ring. Like, well, I think Elden Ring, yeah, like Elden Ring. Well, now actually, now I changed my mind about that because Night Ring, you really you do have to like kind of like pay attention to what you're getting because you can't just pick up any weapon that has the green arrow on it because if it doesn't fit the if it doesn't fit the play style of the character that you're playing, then it won't work. Never mind.
we choose what to master. So I wonder, how are we going to decide what kind of tools we're going to take, and why do they say on some stuff that this is what they recommend us to use? Now on top we can see a task that we need to complete. So because we chose an axe, now we need to cut down 4 wood, and there seems to be
Oh,
a
there's a
timer
timer.
underneath, which I
Look,
also
is
wonder
that
if it's going to be like a generous timer like we had with treasure groves, or is
okay?
it going to be like more, come on guys, like go, let's go, let's go, and it's going to make us even more stressful, because if you haven't played roguelikes, they can get pretty stressful. What was that? We also see that we can come across some dreamy pandemoniums
Oh,
and
that's some
other
mimics
surprises
right
along
there.
the
What
way.
is
So
that?
we've got finding support items, which we can then throw into this alchemy robot and get new stuff in return. And on Fantasy Life's website, they say that we can gather tons of items and hit the jackpot with the alchemy robots. So we can toss in unwanted materials, equipment, etc. to fill the gauge, and then we can watch the alchemy robot go boom. What comes out, that's all up to our luck. So there might even be some rare machines that are more likely to produce some powerful items. And I wonder if that that's why in the trailer they show us this leaf robot here that can also spit out a bunch of items in exchange for some of the stuff that we gave it. So of course, as any roguelike fashion, there's gonna always be rewards and we're always gonna be getting better gear. But that also means that this gear is very necessary because the next challenges will be even more difficult. Enemies are going to be scaling up as our level goes up, so they're gonna be more tough to take down.
Okay.
Then when we clear an area, we see this gate open and it leads the way to the Nightmare's mastermind. In other words, this is where this world's boss is going to be. We're gonna have to fight them. And then we see that once we succeed, we meet Bazario again. And this time, there's a lot of rare items on the tables that the trailers have said we've never seen them before. And get this, these cannot be bought using Dosh, which is the game's currency. So I'm guessing Level 5 has pretty much been busy creating and crafting a ton of new added items that they wanted to add to this 2.0 version of the game.
So
I
you
also
could get
tried to
this
translate
mount.
what
Oh, that mount looks cool though.
he says, and seems like they're
That shit
gonna
look
use
cool.
dream points to evaluate the value of our items, and we can exchange them for new ones. So for example, we see the saddle here that we can later use. Looks like there's gonna be some emotes that we can buy and then use them. These are always really good if you want to take some pictures or you want to say hello to your friends. We also see lots
How
of
many
new
items can you even buy? Or like, what are some the new items or the new stuff that you could get from DLC? Because I don't know, is this DLC like huge content or is it just like some small shit? At the end of the day, I'm gonna still play the game regardless. Like, cause I've been really enjoying myself with on this, but yeah, man, what the?
clothes, new flowers, new decor, and yes, we can actually take these with us all back to our world. Now, every time we sleep, the world will refresh, and so will the challenges, the enemies, the weapons, the rewards, the companions, and the tools that we find, and I like how dreamy these worlds look. They're not that vibrant, you know, they seem to be shrouded by something with all the purple hues, and they generally look very dark, but also somehow whimsical. Now, a small part of me is really hoping that there's a story tied to this. So if you've played the game, you already know. It's not really spoiler, it's more so like a tip for you. If you haven't finished the game even, make sure to go into Ginormosia and explore it. When you do that, you're
Mhm.
going to learn a lot more about the lore behind the story's villain. So I'm hoping that maybe with this DLC, we're gonna get even more lore about maybe the villain or maybe a new one. That would be really cool. And they also teased another future update with the primordial dragon that's
This is the
arriving,
one that
and they
you're
wonder
talking
if we can
about.
take it down together. So it's probably a reference of us taking it together with our friends using multiplayer, which by the way, if you haven't tried the game in multiplayer, it's actually really good. Yeah, clearly Level 5 is cooking up a lot, and they're also teasing even more updates coming up. I wonder if it's gonna be a lot of free stuff, or are they gonna start, dabbling with paid ones? I don't mind doing the paid DLC if it has enough content and it's good enough. I love this game, and I can already tell this DLC is going to be
That's what I'm
addictive. I
saying.
mean,
I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind the paid DLCs if the paid DLCs are really good. If it's not good, then it's like, then it's not really it's not really something that you should. Yeah.
the game itself already had me in a chokehold for the longest time, and I already enjoy roguelites, so I expect the gameplay loop to be fun, where every experience is gonna be different. As I said, it's gonna have new weapons, enemies, outcomes, and then we can take them all back to our place, which is great. And you're probably wondering, okay, Bubbles, like, tell me, I need to play this. When is it coming out? Well, Level 5 said that this is gonna be their Christmas present to us. So they said it's gonna come out sometime in late December, which is a little bit weird to me because at the time of this recording, it's literally December 19th. I'm thinking maybe they're gonna go for, a Christmas Day present or Christmas evening kind of present, but they also might just wait for the New Year's Eve, but they did say it's gonna be a Christmas present, so fingers crossed. Is gonna come out very soon on Christmas, like maybe
They did a
24th
good
or the
job.
25th.
They did a good
Make
job
sure
of
to squish the like and
announcing.
subscribe buttons because I will be, of course, covering this for you. But I'm also curious to know what your predictions are. Like, when do you think they will shadow drop it? Anyway, the DLC is coming to all platforms, and the game is on sale right now for 25% off. So if you've been waiting for a sale, this is a great Christmas gift for you to treat yourself with. Or if you have a loved one that loves cozy-ish RPGs with lots of content to offer, Fantasy Life
Yeah,
is
this is good.
incredible. Now, knowing Level 5, I expect that they didn't show us everything that we can expect from the DLC because they're usually pretty good at keeping secrets, in their back pocket until release date, and I'm more than happy
Okay.
with that because I don't want to go into a new game or DLC and I know literally everything. I want
Yeah,
to
that's what
see
I'm
the
saying.
surprises
Oh
and I
my God,
want
I'm
to
getting
be
spoiled.
excited about
Holy
them when
shit.
we play the game.
I'm getting spoiled so much right now. Hold on.
Okay, it's on
Oh,
25% sale. Should I buy it? I bought the game twice so that you don't have to, and I cover it for you in my before you buy. Make sure to check that out. I will update though from that video. It is really good on the Switch 2 with the upgrade, and I still do not like it on the Switch one, even though the depth of field has been added. Thank you so much to my YouTube and Patreon Bubblies for making
It's Bubbles. Thank you, Miss Bubbles. I'm gonna like your thing because it's actually pretty. All right. But yeah, man. Fantasy life, bro. That's this is cool though. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. The game is actually pretty cool. I like the game. The game is I've been loving the game so far. Like the first like and it's crazy how these guys are the same guys that worked on Nino Kune. Like another great game. I wish Nino Kune I bought it for when I bought Nino Kune that was on my PlayStation 3, I think. I think ah shit. Nino Kune, like I played Nino Kune like one on PlayStation 3 and then Nino Kune 2 was on PlayStation 4. Yeah. But it's kind of funny because those games, the reason why I don't own them or I haven't bought like physical because a friend of mine had it and I just went over to their house and played it. I was like, man, this game is actually fucking fun, honestly. Nino Kune, man. The same people that made Nino Kune, that makes sense. Well, that's the reason why this game is so good. Oh man. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna sleep and shit. Wake up. I got a lot of shit I gotta do in the morning. Gonna be back, and then we're gonna make sure we gotta get that Dynasty Warriors game done. And then, yeah, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the not tomorrow, but today, later on today. I'm gonna talk to you guys and talk to you guys about the honestly just the fuck honestly the what the channel is gonna be going forward. Um, it's still gonna be the same thing. It's just that now I have like a new schedule from work, and I now have to like talk to you guys about it and stuff like that. That's really about it. I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing, no matter what. Still gonna play the games that I want to play, and then like that's really about it. Like it's just that like now I have to like approach like channel with a new schedule now. That's really about it, honestly. It's nothing really that serious. But but yeah, man. I'm gonna catch you guys later today. I'm gonna go to get some sleep and shit. Now I'm feeling a little bit tired, bro. That this liquid death shit, my nigga, definitely gonna pour this shit away. I didn't know that it had caffeine. If it had caffeine, I would have never bought it. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, damn, bro, you trying to make me stay up all night? Well, I'm finna pour it because I don't really like drinking caffeine stuff, and that shit fucks up. That shit stains your teeth too if you're not careful. That shit stains your teeth. If I got these pearly whites, I can't fuck it up, bro. Like, but anyways, though, like, yeah, that caffeine be fucking up your teeth and yes. Um, other than that, though, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow and shit like that. Not tomorrow, later today. Yeah, man, gotta get all this shit done. That's about it. I have a good night, good day, or whatever. Out of here. Catch y'all on the next one. All right, peace.